Hello there, Aries. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your general reading. Look at you. One card's already trying to fly out. Now remember, these are timeless readings. Please trust that the universe has brought you here because there's something in today's card spread that is meant just for you. Whatever may be weighing heavily in your heart or on your mind today, Aries, please take what resonates. Leave the rest for everyone else and trust that there is a message in today's card spread that is just for you. All right, here we go. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. All right, so the Hermit is a time for some self-reflection. If you have been really feeling very disconnected with your goals or with everything that's going on in your life, if it's been a little bit hectic or chaotic, this is a really great time for you to just slow things down again. The Hermit is not fast-moving energy. This is a message for you to just slow things down a little bit, get some perspective, gain wisdom from the experiences that you have had, good and bad experiences, and really grow from it. So the Hermit is a time of contemplation, a time for you to really take a step back and really analyze things in your life, gain wisdom from it. So definitely not very fast energy, not rushed, let's just say that. Again, another slow-moving energy here. Again, many of you are looking to move your life forward, and the Knight of Pentacles here is, it's a knight, but and usually knights are equivalent to movement, right? But if you look at the Knight of Pentacles, his horse is planted. He's not moving anywhere, because what the message is telling you here, along with the Hermit, is to really make sure that you have your plans together, that the universe recognizes that you want to move your life forward, but you've got to make sure that you are planting your seeds exactly where it needs to go, right? That you have plans in order before you expect things to move forward. The thing here, Aries, is that you guys are very fiery. You're very bold, courageous, sometimes a little bit impulsive. You want action, you want it now. I've never met an Aries that would like to sit still and do nothing, right? He's always wanting to move forward. He wants something very different for his life. The Knight of Pentacles definitely is telling you here, plant the seeds, but make sure that you have the plans in order. Don't just jump into things without thinking or considering all options. Yes, and the thing here is some of you may be too hesitant, to where you may be robbing yourself of opportunities that are coming your way due to inaction. So if some of you are holding back because maybe if you failed before, but you're very hesitant in moving forward because, you know, who wants to fail again, right? So you want to plant the seeds, but you kind of are just very hesitant. Make sure you're not robbing yourself of those opportunities, all right? But also the Seven of Swords is about just kind of looking over your shoulder, right? And again, a time of contemplation here, because this gives you this time to kind of look around, get a sense of what's happening around you. If you're about to enter a business deal, for example, that's great. It's great for your future. However, make sure you look over your shoulders a little bit. Make sure you have a nice solid plan. You've reviewed your contracts. You've reviewed any offerings, and really find multiple ways that maybe if things aren't legit, right? The other thing here, the third comment that I'd like to make about the Seven of Swords is that some of you may need to change your plans, right? Make a course change, a detour in your life. And that's probably what's slowing you down here, because things have changed in your life. That's why I said this is a great time for contemplation, because you know, like if there's been a lot of instability or chaos in your life, taking a step back, having a look at everything is certainly going to make a huge difference here. But be flexible, allow yourself to change course if that's what needs to happen. Yes, see, you've got the Death card here because it's here to let you know that things are moving, things are changing in your life, whether you like it or not. Because of all the experiences, the turmoil, the instability in your life, things are moving, things are shaken in your life, and that's why I'm feeling a little bit of hesitation from some that, you know, like, yes, it's moving so quickly. Just make sure that you're kind of reassessing things around you a little bit before you make a commitment. Yes, 10 of Cups. Whatever you do to plant the seeds here, by you slowing things down a little bit and really having a look at all of the angles, making sure that everything is legit, look at where it's leading you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is about wish fulfillment, happiness, harmony, everything that you could possibly want in your life. It's being offered to you here by universe. This is happy everything, harmony in your life. I love it. 3 of Cups, yes, and the people around you matter, right? The people, this is a time of celebration. Many of you have had this time of contemplation. Now remember, we're all on very different parts of this timeline here. Many of you are just starting out and finding yourself, right? Taking that time for contemplation, and now you've emerged out of your place of self-reflection, being the hermit. You've emerged and you're shining your light into your life, and now it's a time of celebration. So don't rob yourself of this opportunity here by staying in your cave for too long. But the 3 of Cups is all about making sure also that you surround yourself with people, friends, situations, energies that are going to be very supportive in this transition, in this big transformation that you're going through. And that's why I say here, if you are around a situation with a group of friends, if you are noticing that something feels a little bit off, trust your intuition. Trust that you know what's best. You know that if the vibe just isn't right, if the energy just isn't right, there's something to it. So pay attention to that, right? So be very careful with the energy that you are around. Make sure that it's the energy that is most supportive for you. Ace of Pentacles, yes. So whatever it is that is like the road that you are following, right? Because now you've made this detour in your life, which is going to bring you absolute happiness and harmony in your life. Now you've got new opportunities, new blessings literally being gifted to you by universe. Some of you may be getting an offer for a new job or a new contract, or just another way to make money here, an opportunity here to bring material wealth into your life. Now certainly pentacles don't always have to mean money, as in, you know, like that kind of wealth. Wealth can be defined in health, for example. So new ideas, new opportunities here for you to regain your health. So perfect card in the end of the timeline here, because again, it's out with the old, in with the new, and here's your new opportunity right there. And Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords, so Knight of Pentacles is planted, right? He's not moving anywhere. He is thinking things through. But remember how in the very beginning, how I said, you guys are very bold. You like change. You like action. You like things to be different. The Knight of Swords just, you know, is fast, very fast moving energy, but you have to be very careful with the Knight of Swords, because he can be a little bit impulsive. He may not think before he acts, right? And, you know, like he doesn't think before he acts. He doesn't think about his words until like afterwards. And there's now, you know, turmoil or drama because he was too direct with his words. So, be careful with that, right? Because that may essentially rob yourself of that opportunity if you don't think before you act. There's a reason the Knight of Pentacles is here to remind you that yes, although you want action and you want change in your life, you're going to have to make sure that you've planned it out, you think things through, so you don't rob yourself of opportunities. Now, the Knight of Swords is also the truth seeker. Some of you, underneath all of this, after all of the chaos, some of you may be charging after the truth. You want to know why someone betrayed you, why somebody lied, cheated, or stole from you, whatever that is. Now, here's the thing. That's energy that, you know, it's like, do you know, you have to think about things, right? Ask yourself, is that where I want to devote my energy? Or do I want to devote my energy into change, into removing the old and bringing in the new? Do I want to devote my energy to planting the seeds so that I can have this happiness and new doors opening for me? So the Knight of Swords, yes, though it's fast forward moving energy, it's like it's not, it's like it's very rigid in one way only. So make sure that you pay attention to this energy. If you're feeling a little bit restless and a little bit pushy, or just like you're fixated on one thing, like trying to find the reason why somebody did this thing to you, ask yourself, take a step back like the Hermit, ask yourself, would it really make a difference in the outcome in the long run? Right? If it does, then it's worth giving your energy to it. But if it's something that's not, like say a failed relationship, if someone lied, cheated, stole from you, are you really gonna, does it matter why they did it? Like, you can't control other people. And if it doesn't matter, it's like it's not going to change the outcome. You're still not going to go back to that relationship. So it's best if you take your energy and focus it on something here that is going to bring you this happiness and new beginning. Do you see what I'm saying? So, if you're feeling this energy here, fast moving energy, slow things down a little bit, reassess before you move. Hierophant, yes. Some of you, if you have a lot of rules and systems, traditions in your life here, some of you may have to think about it a little bit, right? Either if you have found yourself being pulled away to your old rules and old traditions, right? You kind of have been down the wrong path. This is a great time for you to reconnect with your spirituality, reconnect with your traditions, rule systems, your culture, for example. This is a great card here, especially if you found a lot of chaos and turmoil in your life. Sometimes some of us get very disconnected with who we truly are. And the Hierophant is a connection to your spirituality, your wisdom. Right? Just like I talked about the Hermit and before about gaining that wisdom, the Hierophant is, again, punctuating that for you, just letting you know, yeah, this might be a good time for you to connect with that higher self of yours. Knight of Cups, another knight here. You've got 3 knights here. The Knight of Cups is also telling me here that not only do you need to really think about things, right, before acting, right, and before planting those seeds, but to also connect with your heart. What is your heart's truest desire? When you combine your plans along with your desires, your dreams, like what is your dream job, for example, right here, what is your dream job? Think about that and move in that direction. Don't rob yourself of opportunities. For example, if you're just chasing money and it's not something that, you're doing this job and you hate it, and it brings a lot of negative energy towards you, that's only going to, bring your energy down. Now you're effectively cheating yourself of the opportunity to bring happiness in your life. So the Knight of Cups here is a reminder to you to follow your heart's truest desire. Many of you, if this is a relationship reading, obviously this is going to bring you a lot of harmony, peace, and joy in your life if you follow your heart's truest desire. If someone stole from you, cheated on you, or lied to you, here many of you are having this rebirth, this transformation, because you've taken that time to heal, to gain the wisdom and this in connection with your spirituality here. So some of you are truly ready to give love and receive love. It's like you're opening yourself up to a new relationship or new opportunities here, opening your heart back up, which I love for you. The King of Swords, yes, get all the facts before you move forward, especially if you chose, remember how I was talking about earlier that, like, would it make a difference, if you pursued the truth? If somebody lied, cheated, and stole from you, does it really matter? Is it going to change the outcome? Well, if you feel like it's something you need to charge after and really understand why, the King of Swords is here to remind you, get all the facts first. Don't just go in there charging, swinging your sword without having a plan, without thinking things through thoroughly, right? The Knight of Swords does not think thoroughly. He just wants to go in there and he wants the truth. He wants it now. I think it would serve you best, if I say, if you think before you act, right? The King of Swords isn't just going to start swinging his swords. He doesn't want anyone to cross him, and he has no problems dealing with anyone who crosses him, but he has all the facts, he has all the information, and he feels that if he goes in there swinging that sword, right, he feels it's justified because he is well informed. He knows how to strike and when to strike. Not, this figurative, right? For those of you. But King of Swords also is very diplomatic, because he's not going to rob himself of opportunities in the future by saying the wrong things, by communicating the wrong information, by making himself look bad because of ignorance, for example. So make sure that you take on this energy of diplomacy, of getting, all the facts and being very level-headed about your actions. He's going to be very strategic, just like here, how I told you with the Knight of Pentacles, planting the seeds for the future. Make sure you have a plan, right? Be very strategic. Temperance, definitely. Know that you are going to bring about a lot of happiness and joy here. If you co-create with universe, you connect with your spirituality here, and really trust in divine process, divine timing, divine protection. It's going to bring you a lot of harmony and peace in your life. And the Seven of Wands. Yes, so with the Seven of Wands, of course, this is this energy of having to create boundaries here between you and the noise that's around you. If you feel yourself being drawn back to the negativity here, to the drama, the lies, the cheating, the stealing, and that person, let's say you're dealing with a family member or someone you can't just cut yourself away from, for example, establishing good boundaries between you and another person is good, right? Because then they're not going to bring your energy level down. Now, if you have a lot of chaos around family situations, I'm sorry about that, but the Seven of Wands, again, don't bring yourself to that energy level. Always protect your energy. Protect yourself from all of that negativity by setting boundaries and seeing things from a different vantage point. You see, this guy is on top of the hill. Everybody is down below. He's not down there fighting amongst them. He's just kind of separating himself. Set some boundaries between you and the negativity that's in your life. The other thing too here that I'm sensing is that some of you may feel a little bit defensive if you are feeling like you're being attacked, unjustly attacked, because now you've reevaluated everything in your life and you want change in your life. But if you feel like you're being attacked, make sure you see things from a different vantage point. Let's take a look at this other card here. I knew it was the Emperor. My goodness, I should have said it, but the Emperor is here. This is your card, Aries. This is attributed to you. This is the divine masculine energy. The Emperor card, gosh, I wish I'd have called it out, but it doesn't matter. You got the card that I was wishing for you, but the Emperor card is all about the energy of, this is, like I said, the divine masculine, about making decisions for yourself, definitive decisions for yourself, being diplomatic, being wise. He is everything. He is transforming. He has transformed to the Emperor. He worked his way up and now he's the Emperor, and he is powerful, strong, decisive. Right? He knows, he sees things from a different vantage point. He's able to create boundaries between him and the negativity around him, and he doesn't let anyone trespass, and he doesn't allow anyone to block this transformation. He certainly is able to have the wisdom to see who's lying, cheating, stealing from him, and he picks and chooses, and he realizes, yeah, it doesn't, it's over. For example, you lied, you cheated, you stole from me, I don't want any part of this. And so he moves on. He doesn't get down there like the Knight of Swords, spinning his wheels and being angry because this situation happened to him. He's so wise that he's like, nope, I just create a boundary between you and me. You can't touch me, right? I'm moving forward. I'm going to be diplomatic and strategic and logical and knowledgeable. And he also, his wisdom is going to allow him to really welcome this divine protection and this divine timing. He is so seasoned and so wise that he knows that things will come to him exactly when it's needed. He's not going to force a situation. He's not going to, rob himself of opportunities. But boy, if he needs to strike, he certainly will, and he's not afraid of challenges. So, Aries, you have a big transformation that's happening right now. So welcome the new, release the old. Make sure you focus your energy on the things that matter most. protect your energy at all costs, right? Do not give away your energy to anyone else. Make sure you have plans for the future and start planting those seeds, those well thought out seeds, where you're going to plant them. Lead with your heart, trust your heart's truest desire, and it will lead you to new opportunities, as well as harmony, peace, and happiness in your life. All right, Aries, wow, what a long reading for you today. Thank you for being here today. Don't forget to watch for your moon sign and your rising signs as well. That is connected to the playlist on the end screen. Have a terrific day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.